All right, friends. So I am not going to cast this whole series, but I know that people, particularly on YouTube, are very interested in this Youpudding player. I made a video about him. He revolutionized the Sicilian strategy, but I've been saying for some time that Youpudding is not a one-trick. Yes, he made the Sicilian strategy, but he is a creative individual who has many strategies. And I told him about this one. Yeah, that's right. 4 or 5 months ago, we had a discussion about this very strategy because I saw another player do it. And I know Youpudding likes the strats. And, you know, we chit-chat from time to time. And here he is, Hidden Cup 5 qualifier. I'm hosting this big event. Youpudding wants to be involved. Miguel, who is the semi-finalist to Hidden Cup 1 way back in the day, wants to be involved. This is the first round. And we've got Dravidians for Youpudding. We've got the Mayans then for Miguel. Okay? So, fun little game here. So, it was a best of 3 in the first round. Miguel's the heavy favorite. Like I said, he was in Hidden Cups in the past. The thing that's fascinating, though, about Miguel against Youpudding is Miguel doesn't spend as much time on the game these days. He's definitely not watching my videos. He's, like, usually a step or two behind the meta, right? And that's a negative to Miguel's situation as a pro. But it's also insane that he can kind of be a step behind and still be a favorite at when the level's as high as it is these days. So, you guys might be thinking, what is Youpudding going to do here, T90? What on earth is he going to try? Now, this game already happened, so for my live viewers, people could potentially spoil it. But basically, Youpudding is going to utilize 2 bonuses that the Dravidians have. He's going to utilize the additional wood that the Dravidians get when they get to the next stage. And that's very important to think about right now. And he's going to utilize the cheap siege that the Dravidians have. So you need to have enough wood to get 2 buildings in the Dark Age, so you can unlock the ability to go up to the next stage. So that's why he is on wood right now. But of course, when he arrives to Feudal, he gets plus 200. He arrives to Castle, he gets an additional plus 200. All right. So Miguel, is Miguel giving him pigs? Freaking Miguel, man. Steal that, bro. Are you... It's a tourney! God, this bothers me so much. I would actually be disrespected. Now, Miguel and I are friends. So, actually, I would be disrespected if he stole them. Wait. He didn't know. He didn't know. Okay. Man, you don't go giving the opponent pigs. Okay, he didn't know exactly where Miguel was. Youpudding was here. I think he maybe saw the deer. Yeah, that's what it was. He saw these deer, he saw the stone, and figured that was not the case. He's still not running away with them, but... All right. Youpudding is going fast Castle on Arabia, a map that Miguel and all the pros are so good at. That's also what gets me so excited about Youpudding, is the fact that he and Phosphorus the same. They are going to town with these crazy strategies on all the pros' favorite map. They're not like banning everyone's favorite map. They're going to their battlefield to do it. So here comes Youpudding. He's going to push in these deer. Now Miguel on the other side, he's scouted quite a bit here. He's going to bring those pigs home. He sees the gold. He sees the wood. And he's up against Dravidians, which actually are a really good matchup if you play standard. Excuse me, I think against Mesosifs. If Meso goes archers, you have faster firing skirms, and you also have really solid infantry options against the eagles. But it's 19 population click up to the next stage. So if you look at this, for the uninitiated, you would look at this and say, oh, he's going archers or he's going scouts, right? Now, Miguel can see the deers moving in the fog, so he's going to try and disrupt this. In the end, Youpudding's not going to care too much about that. And that will be the final deer pushed in. And we'll see. But yeah, I discussed this with Youpudding. I'll show you guys our discussion here when we get a moment. But Miguel is just going to try and go build up towards archers, most likely. He's going to add militia. This is all very common stuff. So game 1, important series. There can be pressure involved in this as well, right? I think there's a little less pressure if you are the underdog, especially if you're going for stuff that's off meta. I feel like you feel less pressure. But if you have a lot of belief in any strategy, you tend to feel a little bit more pressure. I think where you don't feel the pressure is when you think, like, this shouldn't work. I don't think Youpudding feels that way about his strats. So look, gets the wood. It's perfect, right? Market, blacksmith, and now, again, I didn't see this game. I could just tell you the entire thing. He'll idle his TC. He will use the market. He will click up. I'm guessing. Okay, more over to wood now, because he's going to need more wood for what he has planned next. Villagers on berries are exposed. Everything else is relatively safe. And he's going to sell a stone, because this is not a boom game. And he clicks up. All right. So, here comes Miguel. Now, I need to stress this. This is like a standard build for Miguel. Standard timings. Youpudding is up to Castle Age pretty much when Miguel arrived to Feudal. Miguel's not going to have the archer follow up here in a moment. Normally, what you're thinking is oh, this is great. I took him off of food. He can't produce more vills. He can't get upgrades. He's not going to produce more vills. He's not planning on doing that. That's the thing. This is an all-in YOLO build. Now, can someone remind me in my Twitch chat here what the discount is on Dravidian Siege? Is it 25%? There's a discount on Siege. And that's kind of relevant. So you get the extra wood, and then you also have a discount. I just, forgive me, I forget. There is a discount. It's not 69%. No. Okay, I asked the wrong audience. Sorry. Okay, it is not 69%. I think it's 33% on wood. I think that's what it is. Because slabs have cheaper siege in general. Anyways, look at Miguel. He doesn't see anything. He knows his opponent's probably gone fast castle because of this. And he's like, I gotta go get behind this wood line. And here comes Youpudding. And Youpudding is walking forward. He knows where Miguel's base is. He's got 18 villagers. He's going to produce one more. He's got that one more in queue. And he makes a defensive workshop. What a cute little base. And he makes an offensive workshop. Now, guys, he did this to me, too, by the way. He did it with the Romans. I have a video on that. Anyway, so he's gonna add a monastery as well. He's gonna bring the piggies home. We'll see if he eats them or not. But Miguel's gotta be like, what the crap is this? Defensive siege workshop. I mean, a part of you, you're like, okay, this is good for me because it's not on my base. And then you go and scout, and then it's at your base, and then you say, oh no. Oh man. Someone says, I hate you showcasing these things because then people will use it against me. Sorry. But I'm not. I'm not. I'm really not that sorry. It actually brings me a sick amount of joy. All right, so anytime you're up against an all-in, you have to think, even if I lose Vills, I can be okay here. Because they have way less than I do, right? So Miguel's got to try and get up to the next stage. He abandons this gold, knowing this is a problem. He's going to run out here. He's going to head to this gold. Really smart thinking from him instead of trying to stay here. He's going to try his best to click up. Now, the Scorpion, this one Scorpion from Youpudding has defended himself quite nicely. And we're going to have the second Mangonel. We are not even at the 15-minute mark in-game. And the second Mangonel is already here. So what you have to make if you're Miguel is you got to make Eagles. Unfortunately, you can't make Scouts. Like, another Civ could make Scouts, which is great against Monks and great against Siege. You don't have to spend gold on that. But Youpudding has 2 Mangonels on Miguel's TC at 1530 mark. And Miguel needs to make it to Castle Age here. And his resources are not exactly, like, looking all that hot. And this is a best of 3. Like, you feel all types of emotions here because you're the favorite. And you're like, oh my god, this is actually kind of working. And I guarantee Miguel's never seen anything like this. For the content, maybe I should call him on WhatsApp right now and interview him about it. But he's running out of wood, and he needs to make it to Castle Age. And he's got a couple of these Eagles. Now, these are just Feudal Age Eagles for now. And Castle Age, they'll be amazing. But Miguel, it's a 70%. He's running out of wood. You spend so much wood repairing a TC like this. And he's trying to find a reinforcement, like the new army here. That's smart. Miguel needs to make it to Castle Age. Villagers are on the straggler trees here. Miguel 90% now. And, well, the TC is going to stay up just long enough to make it to Castle Age. But now Miguel needs to run. Oh. Youpudding took out his TC at the 17-minute mark. In a normal Arabia game, you're making it to feudal age at, 19 and a half minutes. Did I say feudal? I meant to say castle. So, yeah, Miguel's doing the right thing now. He has to try and stop this ball from getting greater by going back and forth with these eagles. And then he has to hope that Youpudding makes a mistake. But Youpudding is just going to slowly melt the buildings. And this is the most crucial building to Miguel right now. I thought Youpudding was making a mill for a second to steal the farms. I got very excited. And now your barracks is down if you're Miguel. Look, now Miguel's got everything on gold. And he's got nothing on wood. He's buying resources. Crazy. I think Miguel has done everything right. Trying to get up to Castle Age, going into Eagles makes a lot of sense. Look at Youpudding make progress. And Miguel just calls the GG, and it's a 19-minute game. Game over. GG. First game. Youpudding, underdog. People are like, you clickbait this guy for YouTube. He's not actually good. He beats Miguel. He wins. Now, the sad thing is, for all you big Youpudding fans, the sad thing is Miguel showed his class, and Miguel ended up winning the game 2 and game 3. But I got a little message from Youpudding. I want to share this with you. All right, so back in October, we're talking about whatever. He's talking about countering a tower rush with Sicilians, right? October 3rd. I have an idea for you to try. I know a player who's doing something similar with Dravidians a month or two ago into Scorps. The plus 200 wood really helps the FC build, and discount on siege is super nice. Youpudding says, great idea. I believe it should be effective. I'll test it out and see how it performs. And then he uses the strategy against Miguel today and messages me with a reply to that message. Says, thank you. The strategy works. I used it against Miguel in Hidden Cup 5 qualifier. I found that this tactic has a particularly high win rate against Mesosivs, so I intentionally didn't ban Mesosivs. This is the epic part to me. He intentionally didn't ban Meso, hoping Miguel would pick them, which Miguel did. As a result, everything went smoothly. I said, I saw. It was a close series. GG's.